Yo, what's up, my guy?
My guy, how you been, man?
Man, been doing all right, man. Just been busy up at work getting ready for this tax season in our business.
Uh,
So,
yeah, I think we all are, man. Well,
oh,
ladies and gents, we just went through what was an interesting divisional round in the NFL. They call it the best weekend of football and sports, and they kind of disappointed, but it didn't. So we're gonna hop right into that, and then after that, we're gonna give our preview into what is championship weekend, the NFC and the AFC championships. So let's hop into it. My name is Corey Hilliard, of course. Man next to me, Brandon Hill, aka B Hill. We are the House Divided. If you've been here before, you know what to do. If this is your first time, me Casa Su Casa, B Hill, can you hit them with the house rules?
you guys already know what time it is around here at the House Divided. If you're not already, go ahead, hop down there, become a part of our House Divided family here. Hit that subscribe button. We're sitting at 57 subscribers. We want to get to 100 subscribers. Help us do that. Also, there's that notification bell. You guys go ahead and hit that as well. That's going to keep you guys up to date on all our newest and latest content that we're going to have for you guys. Also, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, there's that thumbs up button. That's good for the algorithm. Everything gets us out there on our platform so more people can view our content. And last but not least, hop down there in those comment boxes. We want to hear from you guys. Good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. You know the drill here at the House Divided. So, as you alluded to, Corey, there was two games that was good, and then there was two games that was kind of like, this is easy money. We'll start with the first game that was played, the Jaguars at the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes goes down with a little ankle injury, gets hurt, sits out until halftime, comes back after half, kind of does his thing, does exactly what he needs to do to will his team to a victory, basically, is what happened.
Yep.
I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about on this game other than the Chiefs are the better team. They won the game because they were the better team. So, I don't know.
Look, I'll say this. I think the Jaguars, they showed themselves to be a formidable opponent.
Right.
As we go through the show, you're going to see, I thought there was going to be two blowouts, and the two games that I thought were going to be blowouts were not blowouts. I thought this one was going to be a mismatch. I thought the Jaguars were in over their head. They had a lot of missed opportunities, especially at the end of the game. Going in the score, they got down to the 5-yard line, and Trevor Lawrence throws it to Agnew, and he fumbles it. Right? They get the ball back after that, and they go back down and score and make it 27-20. I think if they get that touchdown, man, things get real interesting because if they stop the Chiefs again, then the Jags have the ball at the end of the game to make it a tie game. So, what can you say about Henny? The 98-yard drive as soon as Patrick Mahomes goes out, that was huge.
Absolutely.
It was magnificent, bro. That drive, 98 yards for a backup quarterback coming in cold, it was unbelievable. But like you said, the Chiefs were the better team. I thought look, next year, just a little preview on the next year, the Jags are going to be a problem.
Yeah,
I'm just letting y'all know right now. They got a real young defense. I was high on them at the beginning of this year. They got a really great young team. They're going to be a problem next year. But the Chiefs are the Chiefs.
Agree with that.
Patrick Mahomes, 5 years starting, 5 AFC championship games. Ridiculous. That's all I got to say.
He's just an absolute freak of nature. I mean,
you see how mad he got too when they took him out the game. He was pissed, dog.
He didn't want to get out of the game. He wanted to play. He wanted to be there for his team. Everything else. So you can't blame the guy. We'll see. We're going to talk about it in our preview show for the AFC and NFC championship game, but we'll see. We'll see. That's going to be an interesting discussion coming up here. The New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. This game was not even close. I mean, my Minnesota Vikings made. Yeah, oh man, the Philadelphia Eagles.
You called this one. You said it was going to be outright.
I told you
beating.
I was going to
You told
mollywop
me.
them.
You told me I got seduced by the last game of the year where the Giants didn't play any of their starters and still
Yeah.
kept the game close with the Eagles playing what they were playing for the first seed. And the Eagles just showed, bro, they're on
They're a
the
better
whole
team.
another planet. Yeah.
They're a better team. You know what I
Did you see the
mean?
game? What did you think about it?
I watched a little bit of the game. I mean, 38-7, it's just domination. The Philadelphia Eagles are better than the New York Giants. They beat them both times that they played in the regular season. You know what I mean? It's a divisional opponent, common opponents. I knew that was going to weigh good for the Eagles. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell, my guy. It wasn't even really Miles Sanders. I mean, Miles Sanders had 17 for 90 yards. But Kenneth Gainwell had some big runs. I mean, it was an overall team effort. Their defensive line, I mean, their secondary, the Eagles are they're a really, really good football team. That's just all there is to be said about that one.
Yeah, the offensive line was magnificent. They just pushed that defensive line around, which I was surprised about because that's the strength of the New York Giants defense, right? And of their team, that D-line, that front seven, they get after it. So I was really surprised to see how they pushed them around and just had their way with them, bro. Jalen Hurts did Jalen Hurts things, kept it simple. He didn't have to do too much. It was just a drubbing, man. And I don't know.
It just goes to show you, though, that the Eagles in the trenches are probably the best. I would argue probably almost on both sides. The only other team that would have an argument against them is the team they're about to face in this NFC Championship game, the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah. I was talking to one of my buddies earlier. This matchups that we have, the last Final Four teams, are the best four teams in the NFL. I don't think there's any argument about that.
No doubt. It's
know what I mean?
Want. Yeah. When you set up a tournament, you want the best teams at the end, and this is what it is.
Absolutely. This next game, though, this just goes to prove my point this season about the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. The dude's a fraud. I'm going to say it right here, right now. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He can't win it when it matters the most. Joe Burrow is way better than Josh Allen. It's not even close. I mean, come on. Tell me I'm lying, Corey. Tell me I'm lying.
For this year, bro, you got to understand, last year, Josh
in
Allen
the snow,
played out of his mind and had
in the snow.
Seconds. This year, they just got beat by a better team. That doesn't mean he's trash. He's not a fraud. You can't call the man fraudulent.
One interception and no touchdowns. No, that's what you're gonna give me. Okay. This is what you're gonna give me. And one rushing touchdown. You had 8 carries for 26 yards if you're Josh Allen at quarterback. This is what
you got your Vikings gear on.
Would you take
Kirk Cousins or would you take Josh Allen?
Josh Allen. Well,
Thank you.
I mean, but we're not talking about that though. We're talking about Joe Burrow. Most people coming into this season had Josh Allen as probably the MVP pick and the team that was favored
last year.
They were favored to win the Super Bowl, my guy.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills. That was real.
But
they really did that.
Out for him. That doesn't mean he's fraudulent, dog.
Fraudulent. He is. I just think he gets heaped too much praise. What has he done? Literally, what has he done?
He's balled out the last 2 years before this season. Did you see him against the Chiefs last year in the playoffs?
Brian Daboll's gone. Brian Daboll's gone. Killed him.
That's a problem. That hurts. That does hurt. Because Brian Daboll was able to
27-10. Corey, 27-10. At home. In the snow. They're supposed to.
Josh Allen don't play defense. The Bengals went right down the field the first 2 series. And the defense had no answers for Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, and for Jamar Chase.
Joe Burrow was out there throwing dimes in the snow. Just
And the
throwing
snow.
dimes.
Now, I'm not going to say Josh Allen's a fraud. I'm not there with you, but I will say this: Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen.
Oh, that's not even in question.
Okay,
It's
so
not
we
even
can
in
agree
question.
on that. Yeah.
And well, we'll talk about it in our preview. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Joe Mixon, that running game that they got going on there at Cincinnati as well to back up Joe Burrow. You got Jamar Chase. I mean, they got Boyd. They got Higgins. They got weapons, dude. They're nice. And their defense is serviceable enough to win them football games. Because
their defense is a strong unit.
At the end of the day, as of right now, game on the line, you got one game. Who you taking as your quarterback? Most people probably say Patrick Mahomes, but there's some people out there that's going to say Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's
veins, dog.
He's going to get the job done. Yeah. He's going to get the job done.
But kudos to them. You know what I like about this Bengals team? Joe Mixon said it before the playoffs started. He said, we the big dogs in the AFC. He made it known. They got by the Ravens the previous week. And then they just beat the Bills, who's everybody's preseason favorite, like you said, to win the Super Bowl. I like the bravado. I like their confidence. I like them putting everybody on notice. Hey, we the big dogs in the AFC. We won the AFC last year, and so they're running with that, bro. I like the makeup of this team, and I've been high on them all year. You know that.
They're right there, man. They're right there. They're right there. So Joe Burrow said, if for your Buffalo Bills fans, you better get your refunds.
He did say that. You tough. Saw what they called, they said, we'll see you in Burrowhead, not Arrowhead. We'll see you in Burrowhead. They're talking a lot of smack, though. We'll talk about that coming up in the preview for the AFC Championship.
Absolutely. Cowboys 49ers. This one right here was a barn burner. You cannot blame, as much as I just want to say the Dallas Cowboys suck, everything else, da-da-da-da-da. Tony Pollard went out with that injury. Dak Prescott threw the interception. Dak Prescott is not the guy. Because that defense...
There's your fraud.
That defense held San Francisco in check for the most part.
Yeah, they gave them 19 points. That's good enough to win, B.
You need to win.
19 points.
But the problem is...
You call Josh Allen a fraud? The real fraud to me is Dak Prescott. Love him to death. Good guy. Good representative of what, black quarterbacks are today. I know it's hard for black quarterbacks to kind of get recognition and get recognized as being legit. But with all that being said, bro, he's not the guy. He's not. I'm sorry. Way too many interceptions. Led the league in interceptions and missed 5 games. You come out here and you throw, bro, the one on the sideline was a terrible pick. And then he threw the one in the middle of the field. Bro, Fred Warner was draped all over CeeDee Lamb. Like, bro, what are you looking at, dog? Why would you throw that ball? It just doesn't make sense. He got the bag from Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has to be kicking himself right now for giving him that money. But he was really hamstring. He had nowhere else to go. They got a serious problem. Zeke's overpaid. Zeke's gonna have to take a pay cut. He said that after the game. He's willing to take a pay cut. Bro, they're in a bad spot.
Well, you damn right he's willing to take a pay cut. Who the hell else about to pay him more? Or take on the money that's owed to him? What else he about to do?
Nothing.
I mean, come on. Duh. That's a no-brainer. Zeke has to take a pay cut or he's going to be out the league.
Yeah.
So, and then you got Tony Pollard who's going to be coming off of that injury. I heard it was a clean break, though. No surgery required. So it's able to just heal on its own, everything else. So that's good news if you're a Tony Pollard fan, which I think Tony Pollard's going to go out there and get the bag. I think he's going to go somewhere. I think he's going to be the lead primary back on a team. And I think he's going to get the bag because where are the Cowboys going to pull the money from to be able to pay him? They're not. They're not about to give that money to Tony Pollard and cut Zeke. Come on, man.
Well,
Let's think
you gotta
about this.
understand. CD's coming up. His rookie deal is gonna be up soon. Trayvon Diggs, he's gonna get paid soon. A lot of dudes are gonna be with their hands out, right? Some marquee players for the Cowboys. Somebody's gonna have to go. If it were me, I would keep Tony Pollard. But like you said, you can find a running back anywhere. There's going to be 20 running backs coming in this draft that you can get
Absolutely.
Tony Pollard. So,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Running backs are a dime a dozen. They need to draft a quarterback is what they need to do. Go draft a quarterback because Dak is not the answer. I hope they front loaded that guy's contract. I hope it ain't back loaded. You know what I mean? I hope there's some null years on that back end where you can void him out and not have to have it affect your cap.
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but you got to worry about Zeke's contract too. Like, for sure, is his back loaded? Was his front loaded? Like, come on.
Dak's getting paid way more. That dude's getting like $40 to $45 million a year, Corey.
Yeah.
Wow. I love it, though. I love it. I love nothing more than to see Cowboy fans in utter despair and just, I'm glad that we're sitting here talking about the conference championship week. And yes, my Vikings aren't in it, so touche there, whatever. But the Cowboys aren't in it. I don't have to sit here and talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
You know what makes it worse for Cowboys fans, bro? You know what makes
What's
it
that?
worse for them?
What's that?
It was 9-9 going into the fourth quarter. It was a winnable game. It wasn't like that was that was my other blowout. That was my other blowout prediction, right?
Brock Purdy.
The Cowboys could have won the game. That's what's gotta drive Cowboys fans crazy.
They could have, would have, should have, but they didn't. They lost. You know what I'm saying? They went home. So, bye. They just say, honestly, I think they just saved themselves from embarrassment because they wasn't about to pull up into the link and beat Philadelphia. So,
no, I don't think so either.
Philadelphia and San Francisco. I'm ready. Let's jump into that one.
Games?
NFC Championship game. Let's jump off with this one. This is the one right here, Corey. I've been scratching my head all day, going back and forth. It's a -2.5 for Philadelphia. Man, the link is going to be absolutely nuts. It's going to be rocking up in there.
You've experienced it.
I think it's going to be times 10 of that in the NFC Championship game. They are going to be ready. They're going to be live and ready. The 49ers come into this game, man. They got Brock Purdy. He's the guy that's like basically against all odds right now. Nobody coming into the season, if you would have told me Brock Purdy was going to be the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers and they were going to be playing in the NFC Championship game, I'd have told you you're nuts. There's no way. I wouldn't have thought that, but here we are, Corey. It's going to be a 37 degrees game at 2 p.m. kickoff, so it's a daytime kickoff afternoon. Man, give me some insight.
You want me to go?
I'll give you my pick.
Look, I'm definitely going with the Eagles. They lead the league in sacks. They're top 5 in just about every statistical category on defense. And the biggest thing, bro, when you get to championship games like this, what's the most important position on the field?
Quarterback position.
Who do you trust more, Jalen Hurts or Brock Purdy?
I mean, honestly, it's both of their first games in the NFC Championship game. Neither one of them's played this far into the playoffs.
I trust Jalen Hurts, his journey, right? Going through his struggles at Alabama, going to OU, right? Coming up second in the Heisman race, getting to the Philadelphia Eagles, struggling his first year, getting waxed in the playoffs last year by Tom Brady, coming back this year, having an MVP type season. The dude is an absolute leader. He's a constant professional. He is that team, right? He runs that team. He drives that team. If we're just talking about if I had to pick Purdy or Hurts to go win me a game right now, every day of the week, twice on Sunday, I'm taking Jalen Hurts, and that's why I'm going with the Eagles.
There's another old adage that said, though, and that's defense wins championships. The San Francisco 49ers boast a pretty damn good defense. Now, so do the Eagles, so I don't think that this is going to be a very high-scoring game. I think this is going to be a lower-scoring game. I'd be surprised if it busted over 20 points. Although, could be totally off the scale here, and they come out there and the offenses just outtake the defenses too, because that has been known to happen as well. Man, I'm rolling with the 49ers in this one. Give me the 49ers to pull up into Philadelphia against all odds. I like the 49ers defense just a little bit better. I mean, this is like, I got the 49ers winning by 3 points, man. This isn't something where I'm saying the 49ers are going to blow them out, anything else. But I got the 49ers winning this football game. I think that the 49ers just have some players on this team that's been in these positions. I mean, they literally just went to the NFC Championship game last season. They got Debo. They got Trent Williams over there at left tackle. I mean, their offensive line is just as good as Philadelphia's. This is a game right here. Whoever wins that battle in the trenches, because both teams have a great D-line and they have a great offensive line. Whoever wins that battle in the trenches, Corey, is what's going to win this football game, in my opinion. Who's going to control the line of scrimmage? So I like what the 49ers got going on right now. I might regret this, but I'm picking the 49ers to win this football game and advance to the Super Bowl by at least 3 points.
Okay.
So
right.
That's where I'm at with it. I've been thinking about that one all day. I literally just came to my conclusion like live right here, right now. So that happened. The Bengals at the Chiefs. Kansas City. We're sitting here. We got Joe Burrow going up against Patrick Mahomes. This is a -1. You essentially call this a pick'em game. I think that really has a lot to do with Patrick Mahomes' health status going into this game. He had a high ankle sprain in the last game against the Jaguars. So How healthy is Patrick Mahomes right now? What Patrick Mahomes are we going to get? Are we going to get the Patrick Mahomes that can light you up for 400 to 500 yards? Or are we going to get the Patrick Mahomes that's going to be hobbled out there and it's going to be, dare I say, I mean, not able to do Patrick Mahomes things? And if that's the case, Corey, Joe Burrow will pull up into his stadium and beat him and go back to the Super Bowl again. That will happen.
Who are you picking? It's tough.
I gotta go. This. I'm telling you, like I just said, these are the best 4 teams, Corey.
Yeah.
Literally remaining right now. I could see either one of these teams, just like in the other game. If the Eagles won, I'd be like, that doesn't surprise me. Just like this game, if the Chiefs win, it's not going to surprise me. If the Bengals win, it's not going to surprise me. I feel like all these teams could be, if you did it out of 10 times, they'd split right down the middle on both sides. I think they'd be 5 out of 5. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals in this game. I think Joe Burrow is going to pull up in there to Arrowhead, and I think Joe Burrow, along with Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, I think they're going to make more plays. I think they just have a little bit more playmakers, and dare I say that, than Kansas City does. So that's my pick. I got him.
I 100% agree. I think Cincinnati is a better team. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Boyd, Hayden Hurst, former first-round tight end for the Ravens. Then you got the 2 OU backs, P. Ryan, Mixon, and then that cat throwing the ball, man, Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty. All right, and this is not to take away from anything from the Chiefs, but how many times do you have to knock somebody out until you get some respect, bro? They done beat
no,
them
you
3
ain't.
times in a row.
You ain't lying.
They
You ain't lying.
constantly beating them, knocking them out, and nobody's like really giving them respect, bro. They're gonna play that card up all week. I know they have, bro. Give me Joe Burrow. Give me the Bengals. They're gonna go in the Arrowhead again and win.
I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Not by any means necessarily. I think they're gonna win at least by 3 points. Could be by more. I think Joe Burrow's just on an absolute mission right now. I mean, Joe Burrow can mess around and win this whole dang thing.
I think he could too.
Let's just be honest.
If they win this one, I like him against the Eagles or the 49ers, to be honest.
Oh, wait.
100%. If the Bengals win Sunday, I will take them over the Eagles and the 49ers easily. You're talking about a team that just played in the Super Bowl last year, and they had the lead in the game with 4 minutes left against the Rams. All right? It's not a slouch team. They were 4 minutes away from winning the Super Bowl.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it. I get it. I get it.
They legit.
I just don't know.
Eagles and they can beat the 49ers.
Those defenses, though, that the Eagles and the 49ers are boasting are way better than the defenses they faced so far, though, in this playoffs. And it's not even close.
Yeah. And Cincinnati's offense is way better than the Cowboys' offense and way better than the Giants' offense.
I'll give you that. That's absolutely fair. That's fair.
Way better than what
Touche.
the 49ers and Eagles have seen.
Touche. I like it. I mean, hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get to that point. We'll see what our picks are at that time. I was swayed away from the Kansas City Chiefs just because of Patrick Mahomes being hobbled. You know, I'm not going to say hurt because if you're hurt, you don't play.
If he was healthy, I'd still take the Bengals.
I don't know if I would.
I would.
If I had a healthy Patrick Mahomes, I don't know. I mean, he could go out there.
Times they played. He's been healthy the past 3 times they played.
That's fair. The 4th time's probably going to be a charm. Watch. We're going to be wrong, and Patrick Mahomes will go to the Super Bowl. Win another one.
Bro, do you know who Joe Burrow is? You realize what this guy's done?
No, I get it.
No, I get it.
Nah, he's ridiculous.
Come on, man.
But Patrick Mahomes threw for over 5,000 yards this year.
Okay. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it.
What have I been saying? Joe Burrow gets a Super Bowl, he'll pass him. Until then,
I don't, bro.
Can't say.
Okay, time out before we end the show. I don't see why.
But I picked the Bengals. I picked the Bengals.
I'm just talking about national media and this perception that like Patrick Mahomes is like this god or something. This is his 5th year. He has 1 Super Bowl win, 1 MVP, probably going to win another one. All right. But he's been to 4 AFC championships before this and has 1 Super Bowl to show for it. The dude is beatable. It's not a dynasty. This Chiefs team is not a dynasty. In 4 years, they have 1 Super Bowl. And they had to come back from 10 points down in that Super Bowl to win it. They're a very beatable team. It's not like there's some juggernaut that can't be beat.
I get it.
All of this mystique and this Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs. Oh my God, they're so good. They got 1 Super Bowl in the last 5 years, dog. Is that a dynasty?
It's one more than a lot of. It's one more than anybody else remaining right now.
Is it a dynasty?
In the last 5 years? No, it's not a dynasty.
No, okay, so
it's not a dynasty. If they get one this year, they get a Super Bowl this year, I think we start talking dynasty. 2 out of 5 years?
No.
2 in 5 years?
You got to go 3 and 5, bro.
2 Super Bowls in 5 years and you're not a dynasty?
No, it's percentages.
It's a lot harder.
50%. You got to be over 50%. That's 2 out of 5. That's below 50%. A dynasty is when in however many years, right? You go.
Not everybody can be
50%.
7 for 10 like Tom Brady.
That's why dynasties are special, bro.
Tom Brady's a dynasty builder.
He was a part of 2 of them. Dynasties are, bro, those are hard to get.
This is where it starts. You want a dynasty, this is where it starts. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. I got the Bengals, you got the Bengals. You got the Eagles, I got the 49ers. So it's going to be a very interesting championship weekend. Guys, if you would for us, hop down there in those comment boxes. We want to hear from you guys. Who do y'all got going to the Super Bowl? Who's y'all's matchup? Also, if you're still here with us and you haven't subscribed, what the hell are y'all doing? Jump down there, hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 100 people. We want 100 subscribers on here. Don't we, Corey? Tell them.
Heck yeah, we do, bro. We want 100. Please get down there and subscribe, comment, click the notification bell, hit the thumbs up, help us out. Let us know what we're doing good. Let us know what we're doing bad. And, man,
everything.
Here we go, man. It's coming up, bro. 57, you said? 57 subscribers?
We're at 57 right now. As of right now, we have 57 subscribers. Guys, come on. Tell your friends and family about us.
On the block, bro. Come on.
We knew out here, but we ain't going nowhere. We're going to keep dropping content for you guys. It's only going to keep getting hotter. Basketball season is spicing up. NBA. So,
yes.
It's going to be a good one, Corey.
Once this football season's over, we're going to do a deep dive into the NBA. We're going to be dropping a lot of NBA content. So, man, just stick with us. We coming.
Especially if my Lakers can stay relevant.
Hey,
so,
man.
We'll see.
Make a trade.
See.
Tell your boy to make a trade.
They'll make another one. They ain't done. Rob Pelinka said they ain't done. So,
okay.
But us here at the House Divided, we are done. So we signed on in tonight. Hey, bro. Peace out. We're going to sign on out.
Peace.